Hey guys, I was just listening to Low Straightjacket's newest album. It's wonderful. I recommend it. So, I made a video about power chords, and somebody recommended power chords based on the 1950s rock and roll. I will give that a shot. So, I like to start with E because when your pick comes down from the sky, the first string it's going to hit is the low E, which is really the sixth string. But forget all that. Let's just try E5. If you want to do the rock and roll rhythm, of course that's going to be the much neglected where your ring finger is going to come down on the 4th fret of the 5th string, which turns the chord from an E5 into an E6 with no third. And that's on the beat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you're accenting the 2 and the 4. But it's amazing how students often, I'll kind of write it out and explain how that goes, and they'll often immediately go. So there's 2 E5s, 2 E6s, which is not wrong, but that's not what I said. But it's still, to me, that's less common than. But of course, you can play to what you like, suit yourself on that. But just listen and see if you hear one or the other. And I think you're going to hear this more. Now you can add a little something to it, like check this out. And you can kind of swing it or decorate that a little bit. So I'm just going the 0-2, the 0-4, and obviously the 0-5, which makes it a E7. We're adding the flatted 7 or dominant 7. So it's a power chord, a E5, E6, E7. Well, that escalated quickly. Of course, we're going to want to change over to the A or other chords. We'll get around to that. But first, we might want to get a little bit of a little more bass action here, like. So that's like got a minor third and a major third. Sounds kind of dark. Very cool. And then you brighten it with the major third. So minor third to major third. That's a G to a G sharp on the 3rd and 4th frets. Kind of a bass riff sort of thing that's really fun to play. And that's in a lot of songs. It can swing, so I'm kind of playing it with a swing or more straight. Or somewhere you can be on a sliding scale of extreme swing to extremely straight to somewhere in the middle. Then we can add check this out. So we got our minor third, major third, 5th, 6th, 5th. We're talking about intervals. I really like that stuff. And then, of course, we can add the flatted 7. So with those variables, you can shake it up, change it up, and improvise, make up your own rhythm. Well, drop my guitar. So this is a 1959 Gibson Les Paul Jr. So it's a 50s guitar for 50s guitar riffs. You could strip this way down and just kind of maybe get into the root and the minor third like this. If you want to simplify everything, reduce it down to, it seems like really minimalistic riffs are really powerful. They kind of really catch my attention. The less that's played, the more repetitive, the more it just sucks me in. Very, very appealing to me. Less is more. So we're just kind of hanging out on this E5 here and decorating it with some movement like sixes, flatted sevens, minor thirds, major thirds. What else can you do? You can always, in that position, kind of get some octave. That's your low E, the middle E, the D, and the B. That's one of the first riffs I learned from a book, and that gave me something to practice, and I really like it. Or you could kind of turn that inside out. So you can kind of play with that. It's really a productive zone. So these are kind of based on power chords, but it's getting a little riffy in here. You could do some chromatic stuff like that's E, E, G, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. I guess there's two A notes. So I did a little, oops, a little fancy footwork on those A's. Kind of fun. You can always harmonize these ideas like I'm just improvising here, so I had a partial thought. Really what I was trying to do was yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but I boofed it. But again, I'm improvising. So that's what's fun. I love to improvise. Sometimes you have to play exactly what's written, and other times you just freely associate. And I love that freedom on guitar where you can just kind of pick it up and make things up. That's how you write songs. So what I was doing with that harmony, it's the third string, combined with the fifth string. So it's a shape, like an E, then this elongated E, which is a 2 and a 4, and then you get this another E shape up here, which is a 4 and a 5. 4 and 5. That's a B and a D. So I'm kind of picking with my fingers here just for example, but you could maybe strum it. I don't know how 50s that really is, but it's pretty cool. It's something to play that could expand on that idea. But yes, that general straight up rockin' rhythm is super cool. And then of course you can jump it over to A, D, G. So that requires a little bit of stretch. And I've been putting that off. So that's going to be index and ring, pinky, going up here to the, okay, so that's 3 and 5, G and D. Pinky's hitting the E, which is our 6th interval of an E, G chord, sorry. Boom, 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 pinky. Pinky is hitting the beat, that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and that's where the snare hits. Now, that can be a big stretch. Remember, if that's killing you, just go up an octave where it's smaller. Start high and maybe, you know, have some success where the frets are closer. Maybe move it down to F. Maybe a E flat. And a D. And work your way down. Thunkin' rock and roll rhythm. Okay, so all that's great, but remember you can hop it over a string to C, or one more to F. You can do that, and you can also do all this stretching. That's our, you know, flatted 7. Then you can get all that other stuff. Oops. Okay, my guitar's going out of tune. Maybe that's a signal. It's time to stop. But that we call that stuff, don't laugh, the pinky dance. So your pinky's got to be pretty. You know, if you only develop your index, middle, ring, and you kind of forget about this, you're going to be missing out on something. So you have to kind of get, if you're healthy, you got 4 or 5 fingers, work on getting your little finger involved with some of that stuff, and then you can reach and stretch and have more flexibility. And that's all I'm promoting here is, you know, helping people reach their potential on the guitar. Well, I played a gig in Des Moines last night. It was really fun. Super, super fun. So, got home about 1:40 in the morning. So that's why I'm often looking a little tired here, you know, like what's wrong with that guy? I'm like, nothing. I'm happy. I stay up late sometimes, and I get up way too early. So, today, no gig, clean the house, fix a bass, and do whatever my wife tells me to do, because she lets me go rock, and I love her for that. So thanks, Lila. Everybody, have a good day. Work on your power chords, man. See ya.